Ayurveda is like an amazing kind of world. You enter a world and it's all about you. You know what I'm saying? It's a world about you, where you're discovering about you. And you're discovering about you in the universe. You're discovering about principles that are not just material. You know how we're obsessed with matter? You know, this is matter, right? This fennel, this shirt is matter, you're all matter. We're obsessed with matter, aren't we? Because it matters, sort of matters to us, right? We got to, you know, it's very important, isn't it? Your matter, your body, your bedroom, your car, you know, your garden, your beach, your trees, your husbands. Maybe not so much, but no, just kidding. You know what? You know, the environment, the climate, the fires in California. It's all very important, isn't it? You know how we relate to it, and it's so important that we have forgotten, to a large extent, the other half of life, which is nothing, which is space, which is transcendent, if you like. The reason we're doing this is because Ayurveda is such a fascinating collection of different facets, different approaches to your life, to make your life better. That's what it's all about. It could be sniffing some, you know, rose oil that you buy in some health shop, and it like goes into your brain and you feel, oh, that's nice. You know, or it cools you down because you're quite hot, and rose is known to be very cooling. You know what I mean? That's Ayurveda. How a scent of one flower will actually change your brain and change your body physiology. It's really cool, right? So rose, you know how men give women bunches of roses? The good ones. You know, when they're feeling romantic and feeling like, oh, I want to please the woman, and just express some love. You know how we do that? There's a very good reason for that. And it's an old, ancient reason. Maybe you haven't heard it, maybe you have, but what it is that rose, the scent of roses, is said to be the most healing scent available in the floral nature world. The scent of roses. And what does it heal? It heals your heart. And that's just one thing, you see. It's like this. See this is cilantro here, I think. And when I smell cilantro, it does something to my brain, and it cools me because it's known to be cooling, right? So it kind of cools and calms my brain a bit. And sage, you know, will have a different effect. Sage is very drying. So if you chew sage, it kind of dries up any excess, you know, liquids and fluids and fat and stuff that you maybe don't want, you know. That's what it does. And this is known as the salvere, is Latin. It means that to heal. Salvere is where the word sage comes from. And foods, the whole thing of foods is a whole part of Ayurveda, how foods are going to affect you, how they are cooked, how they're prepared, how they're going to, you know, affect your tissues. You know, we have lots of tissue, different tissues, 7 types of tissue. So it tells you all that. So Ayurveda starts informing you about what's good for your type. It even informs you what your type is, which is very important. What is your type? What are you like? Why are you hot? Why are you cold? Why are you dry? Why are you light? Why are you heavy? You see what I'm saying? It tells you that, exactly why, and that's good to know because it's part of self-knowledge, right? Which is part of self-healing, right? Self-healing requires some self-knowledge. Is that right? So what Ayurveda really is this beautiful marriage of what we call consciousness, which is, you could say, is spirit, and herbs and vegetables and fruits and plants and foods, or even goat's meat, I don't know, whatever you fancy, but it's all a combination of these things, mostly vegetarian. That's because what's coming from consciousness, spirit, and what's coming from food and herbs is the life force, which is called prana. Prana is the life force, and that's what you get when you eat food and sunlight and air, and that's what you get when you meditate. you get prana, but you get it from consciousness and spirit. The food, you get it from the actual energy in the food. You see what I'm saying? So what Ayurveda is, it's a way of healing where you're using particular methodologies like sounds, like mantras, sounds, to help you meditate, and then you're combining it, which is consciousness, and you're combining it with the prana from food, and that's when you get what you call conscious healing. If you just eat herbs all the time and think you're going to heal, yes, you might heal. You might heal something that's wrong in your body. For example, if your liver's too hot and you eat tons of bitter herbs like the cilantro or aloe vera, which is very bitter, you will heal your liver and it will become cooler. But will you find out why your liver is hot? No. You won't find out. It won't be a conscious healing. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the difference? So there's like conscious healing, and then there's, just not so conscious healing. And we want conscious healing because it's all about getting more consciousness. Ayurveda is all about having more consciousness. And do you know what that means? It means more bliss, more joy, more life, more alive, more feeling, more experience. Experiencing not just your environment of these, what we just talked about, but also the environment of a vast, expanding universe, which is also made of the absolute, you see. That's what Ayurveda is all about. So that's what we're here for, you see. That's our main purpose. We're not here to be dentists and lawyers and chefs and dancers. Not just that. We're actually also here, mainly here, to know and experience that we are bliss consciousness, which is everything.